welcome back to my channel. My name is Janet. I have lost over 100 pounds following the ketogenic diet. On my channel, I share lots of keto meals, keto meal prepping, lots of protein sparing modified fast recipes, and a whole bunch of other content that I hope you find enjoyable. So welcome if you are new here, and for all of my returning subscribers, welcome back to my channel. All right, me and Amy from Carnivore's Angels discussed this last week, and I thought, you know what, before I forget about it, I am going to make it, and that is going to be bacon mayonnaise. So what I'm going to be using today for today's recipe is my good friend Anita over at Ketogenic Women. I have met a lot of great friends here on YouTube, such sweet, genuine friends. And Anita is just that. She is a fellow Canadian. I absolutely love her channel, and her recipe is the one I am going to be using today. So I will have the link in the description to the recipe of hers that I am using today. I have all of the ingredients. It's actually very simple to make, so let's get started. I keep all of my bacon fat. As most of you know, if you've been here for a while, we took on the task of buying a pig and we butchered it last year. So we have fresh pork for the whole entire year. We are hunters. We do hunt elk and deer, venison all year round as well. But the great thing about butchering your own pig is that we utilize every single piece of a pig. It's actually the most utilized animal and butcher. We utilize absolutely everything, and of course we get fresh bacon. Wish it provided more bacon. I do still have about a pound in the freezer that I have not used, but I keep my bacon fat no matter what. Even prior to us butchering our own pig, I still kept the bacon fat. But everything that is in this cup right here is from our pig that we have butchered. So I am going to melt this down. I am going to strain it again, and what I have down here, I will pan you down once I start making all of this bacon mayo, but I'm just using a small little Tupperware cup because it is kind of the size that I will need in order to use my immersion blender. That is what I'm going to be using today. And then what I'm going to try to do, I have a feeling that I'm going to actually have to cut this tip a little bit wider, but I just get these from the dollar store. If you would have seen my viral keto noodles, I will actually link that video here. I have made those, and it came in a 2-pack when I bought the containers from the dollar store. But by the way, those noodles turned out amazing. So I thought I would utilize the other container and make it my bacon mayo container. I think I might just have to cut the tip, but we will find out tomorrow, because I am going to continue this video on to tomorrow, because I want to see how it solidifies in the fridge overnight when I do make something with it tomorrow, whether it's a sandwich or whatever I decide to make with it. But first, let's concentrate on the bacon mayo. I am going to microwave this to melt it all down to make it a liquid, and then I'm going to strain it just so I can make sure that there is no bacon bits in it or anything like that, just so that we have pure bacon fat with no bacon in it. Alrighty, this is all liquefied, so I'm just gonna put it through the strainer here, and like I said, just make sure that there is no bacon pieces in it whatsoever, and just make sure that it's 100% clean, I guess, if you would say. I also want to make sure that I have a half a cup as well too. There's a little bit at the bottom that never melted, but that's all right. All right, there we go. Now I'm just going to measure this as well. I'm going to pour it into another cup. Okay, so we need a half a cup for this recipe, so I'm going to take the half a cup from here, and if there is any more, I'm going to put it back in this and put it back in the fridge, because this is what I use for my cooking. I just keep it in the fridge just like that. Ooh, that was awfully close. Just a little bit over. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set this down, because we won't need to add that until later. I'm just going to give this a quick wipe with some paper towel, because we are going to be putting our egg yolks in this. Okay, I also wanted to mention that I am going to be keeping this very, very simple. I am only going to be adding the yolks, the bacon grease, the bacon fat, and also some salt. I do find that, you know, if anybody here has had fresh pork from a butchered pig with no hormones or anything, no additives, it is very, very different than store-bought. 100% night and day, like a huge difference. But I will be tasting it a little bit just to see how salty it is. I do love salt, so I may add a little bit of salt. But other than that, we are keeping it simple. I will not be adding any of the apple cider vinegar, nor I might add a little bit white vinegar. I don't have any apple cider vinegar on hand, but I will not be adding any of the Dijon mustard. Those are optional, she had said in her video, but I will not be adding that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna set my bacon grease that I'm keeping over to the side, and then we are going to put the egg yolks in here, and we are going to put the egg whites just in this smaller container. I will probably utilize that for something tomorrow, but I definitely don't want to waste it, so that's what I'm doing with that. Now our chickens, these are store-bought eggs because our chickens aren't laying consistently still. We have about 4 or 5 eggs that they have laid. But the weather is kind of wonky here again. Now we had a snowstorm yesterday and it is still snowing. Actually, it's been snowing over 24 hours now. And you know, our chickens are, you know, they're just confused, and they're definitely not getting the daylight that they should be as well for laying. But you know, once spring comes, we'll definitely be getting some more eggs on a regular basis, and we do want to get more chickens this spring. I would really like to get, I'm hoping for at least 2 more chickens. I'd like to get them as chicks though, because that's one thing that I realize is they are definitely, when they're handled, you know, they're pets to us. We use them for eggs, but they're definitely pets as well. I'm just gonna clean up a little bit. So this is just our egg whites that I'm gonna keep in the fridge and probably use tomorrow morning. And I'm just gonna take this and wipe this up a little bit just to clean it up. What we're gonna do is we are gonna take our Emerge blender. Now you can also do this in a food processor. I do have one, but it's quite a large one. I don't have a mini one at all, and I thought this would be best. This is what Anita used, so I thought that I would be all right to use it. We are going to whisk these up really, really good, and then we are gonna slowly add our bacon grease to this, and then I will taste it to see how salty it is, and then we'll go from there.
Did you pack the flashlight, the blanket, and the map? It's a real adventure, the trail you're looking at. I'm glad you came. For a while I thought you might be bailing. Is that the same yellow shirt you used to wear?
All right, so I slowly added the bacon fat to the egg yolks, and it is fairly salty. It's salty enough for me. So I think I'm just gonna leave that be. I am gonna add a little bit of vinegar, literally probably just like about a half a teaspoon, and then we will blend it together again. Half a teaspoon, and then we're gonna give it a quick blend once again. All right, I think that is going to be it. Like I said, I'm not adding anything else. It is quite liquidy. Obviously, it'll solidify. And we'll see how it turns out for tomorrow. I'm so excited, but we are going to put it in this container. I'm gonna get a funnel. This is gonna be much easier than my noodle mixture. If you would have watched that video, that was a very, very thick mixture, and I couldn't get it through my funnel very well, but this is going to be a lot better. There is my funnel, and I'm just gonna pour it in. I'm pretty sure it'll all fit in this container. Not even half, probably about a quarter or a third of this bottle. That was awfully easy. Very, very easy. Like I said, I will see tomorrow once this solidifies a little bit if I will have to cut off this top just to make it a little bit wider for it to squeeze through. There is different levels. I'm not sure if you can see it on my bottle, but you can actually cut the tip in a couple different places. So like I said, I will see tomorrow and go from there. All right, that was awfully easy. If this turns out, I think I'm definitely going to make more. Off of a pig, when we butcher it, there is actually a part off of the pig which is along its back, and it's called the lard strap. And what we did is we actually kept that and we rendered it down to make lard. I'm wondering if that would work. I have lots in the fridge because we actually used it for baking. I used it for making the pie crust for Christmas when we had apple pie. It was absolutely amazing, and it is so clear. It is so white. It's unbelievable. But I was wondering if that would work for this. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Do you think that that would work, or do you think it needs to be from the bacon? Like, do you think it needs to be the grease from the bacon, or do you think I can just use the actual pig lard off of the pig that we butcher? Let me know your thoughts. But I'm going to put this in the fridge, and I will see you guys tomorrow when we give this a big old taste test. All right, good afternoon. It is the next day, a little after 1 o'clock, and how many of you were yelling at me to not put it in a squeeze bottle? Because we have a problem here. I thought that it would be liquefied enough, even once it's solidified, to go in a squeeze bottle, but I don't think that's the case. It's not as hard as I thought it was, but yeah, that's definitely not going to work. So I'm going to have to just kind of squeeze some out. And I'm gonna have to put it kind of in a lower mason jar, like a shorter little mason jar, and put this in to store it in next time. So let's give it a taste. I just have some keto bread that I am toasting. I'm gonna put the bacon mayo on, and I'm gonna have it with some ham, because we are just gonna be tasting this just to see how flavorful it is and if it is good. So let me just finish. The toast is almost done. Okay, this was not a good idea, but it's definitely not, it's not rock hard or anything. It has the consistency of kind of like, I would say like margarine, I would say. It's definitely not rock hard by any means. It's just not liquid enough to have it in a squeeze bottle. Let me pan you down. My toast is done. Looks like it's like really, really good color and good consistency. I'm really happy about that. It's not too it's not too hard or too liquidy. I'm so upset that this won't go be in a squeeze bottle though. I thought I had such a great idea to do that. Okay, now we're just gonna try a little, I'm gonna half actually a slice of ham here, because I wanna make sure that I get like the full flavor of the mayo, but I don't just wanna have mayo to taste it. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of ham on it. If this isn't enough, I will add some more, because I definitely want to get the flavor. Okay, taste testing time. Taste testing time. Let's give this a taste. Hopefully there's enough mayo on it. I like that. I think it needs more mayo. I really like the flavor though. I cannot believe I'm eating like essentially bacon grease. Actually, I'm just gonna try it without the ham, with the bread, and taste that. Just, and I put quite a bit on. I know I probably won't use this much, but I definitely want to taste, I want to taste the mayo. I like it. I really like it. Honestly, it's good. Like, I love bacon, and I honestly love bacon grease. Like, I will put bacon grease that I showed you that I keep in the fridge with everything. Like, when I make eggs, I will use the bacon grease. I tend to use bacon grease more than I do butter or oil or anything, just because I really like the flavor. So for me, this is really, really good. I'm just so upset about this. I'm so sad that it won't go in a squeeze bottle, but now I know for next time. I'm just gonna keep this in here for this batch, but next time I am going to buy one of those shorter, fatter kind of mason jars to put it in, but I really like it. I am so glad that I made that yesterday. I actually really, really like it. So definitely give it a try. It is very, very easy to make. Maybe it makes a difference because we do butcher our own pig, that it makes such a difference. But this was super, super good. So highly recommend giving it a try. Thank you, Anita, for the recipe. And make sure that you guys are following her. I will have, like I said, the recipe linked in the description. Make sure you hit that red subscribe button. Give this video a like to let me know that you're liking my content. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so YouTube can let you know when I upload a new video. Thanks for watching.